Morning traders, Gates W. Adams here with GACTradingPro.com. Happy Monday. It is Monday, May 1st, 2023. We have crossed the threshold. It is now May. So, we're talking about trading today. Trading involves risk. Please make sure you know what you're doing before you do it. All right. So here we go. Friday was interesting. I don't know what the number was. I haven't gone through the back end of reviewing the day, but I took over 30 trades on Friday, and I was actually planning on taking even more. That was like morning and lunch session. Fair to say that I might have lost a little perspective through the course of that. It was definitely a little much. It was not a good day. Commissions, of course, were a huge factor with 30-plus trades at $3 a round. So I think I was down close to $400. I basically gave back most of the gains I'd made all week, it was a necessary humbling moment, I suppose, because I was on a pretty solid streak there for a minute, and anyway, it just, I gave most of it back. And the big thing that I'm struggling with is I'm taking trades I absolutely should not be taking. I'm taking trades that are mistakes. I am not being completely honest with myself in the moment. And I'm thinking, well, I can justify that this looks like it wasn't a mistake, or I missed this component, or whatever the case may be. And of course, that's bullshit. So I am still fighting that mental game. So my goal, my target for this week is to make, I don't really ultimately care what that final number looks like at the end of the week, because I know if I succeed in my goal, it's going to look pretty hot. But my goal is to not take a single bullshit trade all week. So I've got this kind of on a day-by-day target. Hopefully we ultimately look at taking quite a few less trades. Simply because 30 trades in a day, for crying out loud. That's craziness. Oh, where are we? There we go. Cancel. Sorry. My clicking is there we go. So, anyway, so what does that mean? That means, like, this isn't a trade. Not that I would have taken this one, but just like if it turns around right here, that's 2 to 3 bar chop. So that would not be a filter trapped Xbox. That would be a nothing, because it does not meet the specs. Not to mention, I've got a couple of clusters back here. I've got several reasons to understand that this might not be the best time to take that long trade. And the one thing that I think really got this through for me is I took over 30 trades yesterday. I've had days this past week where I was, several days where I was 20 trades deep on the day. So there's not this scarcity of trades. Now, yes, of course, not all of them were legit. Not all of them were ideal by any stretch of the imagination. But there were plenty of them that were. And I did not go through. I did this on one day in my wrap up, but I didn't go through and determine if I hadn't taken those mistake trades, how would my day have gone? Fact is that it would have always gone better, I'm sure, if I just didn't take these mistakes. And the thing is that I'm getting some positive results from the mistakes, which is basically the market rewarding bad behavior. And if you're a parent, rewarding bad behavior is a really, really bad idea. But when you take a trade and you convince yourself on the front end, knowing that, hey, maybe this isn't ideal, but you take it anyway, and you relieve some of that loss that you already gave up, and that's all you want to do, is you want to relieve that loss. And then it feels good because you softened the blow a little bit, you got a little closer to profitability, or you got into profitability, or you increased it, whatever the case is. Psychologically speaking, you reward bad behavior, you continue to repeat it. So, the best way to not have the market reward bad behavior is to not commit the bad behavior in the first place. So, that's where I am today. This is none of this is mind-blowing, logic defying absolute wisdom. This is just me coming to grips with this process little by little as I go. Because it doesn't matter how logical it is until it actually means something to me. It's just words. That's it. That's all there is to it. See, I'm here in settlement. I don't want to do anything particularly close to settlement. So as we get a little bit closer, I'm going to be less likely to be in a trade here. And then of course, I'm going to have little moments where I'm going to look at this going, yeah, we're right here at this big old paw print on the 30. Well, that's got some meat to it. Even though they broke it here, they haven't broken it on the 30 yet. And it might want to go down. So I might want to take a short trade here that maybe looks okay, but wasn't really ideal. These are the kinds of things that spin through my head because I've done all this extra training. I've done all this extra learning. And so now I know things about the market, about market norms that I didn't know 6 weeks ago. And so in my quote-unquote new wisdom, I feel like I can read the market a little bit better. I can sense, right? I can sense that this is a place where it's likely to go down. That's great. That's great information to have. It's not a sense. It's the fact that I've learned certain market norms that tend to have an effect on the movement of the markets. But what it's doing is it's tempting me to get into trades that I shouldn't be in. I justify them, and sure enough, all of a sudden, I'm just making one mistake after another. You don't go through walls. You don't go through double mini magnets. No matter how strong it looks over here, that's a rule for a reason. And statistically speaking, I'm better off letting that one go, whether it would be a winner or not, and just waiting for the next one. I took 30-something trades on Friday. It's not like there's a lack of opportunity. But that scarcity mindset gets into play, and I feel like if I don't catch this one, I'm missing out. Okay, we all know that that's BS. So, at least I hope we do. I'm starting to figure that out myself. We are moving away from settlement, which makes me happy. We have hit some strong points up here that are an indicator that it might be moving a little bit more downward, which it seems to be. So now it's just a question of finding those opportunities. Now, this could potentially be an elevator. It's still early in the trend. If I get, well, I didn't. But I would have needed trapped orders in either a pop print or mini magnet printing. All right? So, desperate attempt to keep it clean all week. And let's see what that ends up looking like. All right, so here we are at a fresh mini magnet, relatively fresh mini magnet on the 30. So there's a pretty good chance that it's going to struggle here. What does that mean? It may bounce back up and give me an opportunity for a short. It may just barrel through. It may just sit here and cluster for a second and then keep going. I don't know. But at least I'm aware. Okay. Nah, not through it, although it made it. And we also have that ZOI on the 30, which is showing on both, obviously. I'm going to let it dance around here for a second. I will be right back.
everything by email. And I thought, you know what, here's what it is. Places like that, because it's on base. It's an old place, you know, it's not a big piece of lawn. They're not handing out champagne at the door. Or not, I don't know. But I mean, Maze, you know where Maze is kind of, right? It's kind of an older area.
Yeah, I think that's on the other side of the talk.
Yeah, kind
Kind
of
of
like.
over by Apple Creek and all that. Not
Yeah,
necessarily. Yeah,
yeah,
it's kind of
yeah.
right.
So anyways, I sent Linda a thing saying, this is what I did, this is what happened, what do you think? And I thought, you know what, I like the highlights, I like the whole thing. I doubt that small, you're gonna have people that don't have their saying, you know, whatever, right? So, I'm waiting, they're reviewing my request. I'm like, well, I was recommended, it's like I know somebody.
Oh. Oh. Did you get my message from yesterday? About your hair?
I think I looked at the picture, because it's one where my eye was little. This is the sun. But then,
Hair.
with those roots. Well, I mean, I know the picture, but
Okay.
then I sent you a grocery list.
I
I
know.
keep going back and
There's a
forth.
reason I wanted you to write me a grocery list and text it to me in that moment, but you didn't pick up on it. So please read yesterday's message as we're discussing your hair. Okay?
Yeah. Or do you like the highlights? It's like you took them your own little. Well, go. Why did you say, honey, I'm live? Okay, go.
I love you.
Well, you have to tell me you're live.
All right, I'm back. My wife just got all mad at me because I didn't tell her I was live until about, I don't know, 3 or 4 minutes into a conversation. She doesn't realize that, see, look, there you go. That would have been a good one. But that's okay. Doesn't matter, right? But anyway, I just, live doesn't necessarily mean I'm here to entertain you all every second of every day. As much as I hope that you find some of this entertaining. Anyway, she's like, tell me when you're live. Well, we're having a conversation. So, anyway. Never would have had that moment if I went and worked for somebody else. It's one of the reasons I love what I do. All right. I don't think we're quite in elevator territory. Oh, we're back up at settlement. Never mind. We're going to sit this one out for a moment. Nope. Yeah. Oh my goodness. Okay. See, there it made it, but I just don't like settlement. For just that reason. Alright. See, the problem is we're having severe OD. Not severe OD, but we're definitely having some OD here. But, man, I got a wall. I'm right at settlement. So, no. No justification trades. Now, what we do down here could be a potentially different story. Not yet, apparently. All right, let's be prepared. Oh, that was one thing I was going to do. I was going to look at the trade automation with Apex Investing, which is the education side, or the education company that Daryl and John have. But there is a trade automator. Basically, you can set it up to where it will take entries. You can turn it off and on, but it will only take an entry on a valid entry. So it would have taken this had I had it turned on. If I didn't want to take it, then it could be turned off, and I wouldn't. Anyway, what it would do is it would prevent, if I was using that as my primary method of entering trades, it would prevent me from taking trades that didn't at least meet the standard. So if something disappeared last second, like these trapped orders, oftentimes they'll just kind of disappear right before the bar ends, and I don't get out, and all that kind of stuff. That wouldn't happen, and that might be really, really helpful for me, specifically in trying to not take invalid trades, because that at least covers the fundamental. If it ain't a setup, it's not going to happen. So no last minute switches or whatever the case may be. If the circumstances look right, you hit the button, it's on, and if it gives you a valid setup, and you can set it for either short or long or both, you can turn them on and off as you see fit. So if something looks like it's a bad territory, you can just shut it off and not utilize it. So anyway, that's something that I want to take a look at probably this afternoon and see if that's something that I want to pursue. Through a wall. Still a little close to settlement for me. Oof, a wall right there at settlement too. Printing a mini magnet on both. I have a feeling it's going to bounce up. Well, alright. I mean, maybe in a moment, but I kind of thought it would do it right there. That seemed like a pretty significant spot. But alright. Hasn't quite made it to it, but keeps bouncing before this ZOI and paw print. Any reason to expect that this time would be different? I don't think so. Need it to be enhanced. All right. We are not officially in a trend yet. So there's no such thing as HD. There's a battle, but I think this is coming back down. Because anything just stopped. Mm-hmm. All right. I don't really have much of anything on the 30, so what's on the 20 will likely have that much more impact. So an ETX off of here would be good. Oh. Well, news time. So glad I was on top of that. Crying out loud. So no levels mean anything. It's going to put up a bunch of new levels. And we got to give it a minute. Okay, let's keep this one. Oh my goodness. This could be an ETX from there. It's not. There we go.
Order canceled.
Not there. Definitely not here. wasn't new, was it? No, it was very not new. Okay. Oh. Take. Sorry about that. All right. Oh, you know what? Okay. Nothing. Still. How about that? Makings of a third bar slain? Oh, I guess not. No exhaustion. Nope. No HD. This bar could literally go either way with a different setup. Both of them would be legit. Not anymore. I got a big old ZOI crash here. Pretty close to crash. This exhaustion there on the 30. Okay. So we fought through.
Order submitted. Target filled. Order filled.
Okay. There we go. Let's see here. Yeah, I guess we had a couple of shorter. Yeah. Everything else got a little less love than the primary. That's all right.
Order canceled.
Okay. Whoops. I almost was. There we go. Okay. Not quite enough to give me that. No, definitely not HD anymore. I mean ODD. Catapult or mini magnet?
Order canceled.
Okay, never mind. Oh. Can I take it through an eye block? Yeah. 5 levels include the eye block, I believe.
Order canceled.
Not enough exhaustion. I'm going to tell you, an ETX off of here, we didn't have the Z for the ZOI, or the ZOI for the SLZ, rather. But star 8, it didn't do it. If we want to keep it clean, I mean, there's an eye block here. All right, hang on 1 second. I'll be right back. Okay, back at it. Well, level, wall, stack. Okay, so I zones are not barriers. Ouch. You know what? Let's yeah, I think we need a little better view here. That is definitely a clearer chart. Clearly we are rangy. And enhanced can come off there, but it didn't. Wall is not a bouncing point for any TX. And we are approaching friend settlement. Okay. While we're here in settlement range, let's just look at this. Oof. Ooh. Right here. 133331. Okay. Yeah. There we go.
Order canceled.
Okay. Ugh. 2 to 3 part jump. Only choice here is enhanced. Oh. Or a third bar sling. Not without exhaustion. Could very easily be an elevator here. Whoops. That's messy. Whoops. Oh, not through a wall. There we go. HD is possible with a TX.
Order canceled.
Okay. move here. And one that I think has some 87.
Order submitted. Order filled.
Yeah, that's going to wrap me up for the day. I detected some hesitation there. Yeah, I kept going. It would have got me all the way, but still, I'm pretty pleased. 2 trades up anywhere from 130 to 155. That works beautifully for me. Very pleased, very happy with it. And 2 perfect execution trades. And the reason that this one doesn't show up is HD trades do not. It's a TX on a retrace over 125%. So I got all of that. Not to mention I got the extra confirmation with these babies right here. So therein was my all right. That was my trade day. So 2 for 2, up 155. Definitely better than things have been, or that things were, I guess, on Friday. And we're going to try to continue on this pace throughout the week of basically no mistake trades. So appreciate you guys hanging with me today. And if you are in the backstage, you will see me this afternoon catching up on Friday and today. Otherwise, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Have an awesome one. Appreciate you guys, and I love y'all. God bless. We'll see you soon.